Haramai, and welcome to Event Fighter Stadium for a Sunday showdown between the Tuatara and the Rams. Both teams have already booked a spot at the final six, but a top two finish comes with its advantages. And tonight, as Casey Frank joins me, we are going to see two young guns going head to head. Walter Brown and Charlie Dalton. Looking forward to that. Good evening to you.
Good evening to you, Justin. And yes, of course, we not only see the present and some of the past greats of the NBL, Corey Webster, Rob Lowe on the court, Jared Weeks, of course, the futures out there as well, with young players such as Tom Wembley, Walter Brown, and Charlie Dalton, two of the best young players in the game today. But most importantly, they each are contributing to winning in a real way.
Been another busy round in the Sal's NBL. Two regular season rounds to play after tonight. Here's the results so far. Tuatara Thursday night took down the Airs Bulls. Take care of business against a Sharks team that is sliding. Giants and the Jets, that was a massive game. Giants get it at home. And the Hawks, finally, they've won a game at home.
The return to the mean. Eventually a win was going to come, and a big one that keeps their playoff hopes alive.
Nuggets have just defeated the Bulls, and they, I think, will be on the move. Let's have a look at the Sal's NBL ladder, and there they are. The Nuggets have moved to second.
Yeah, it's a big win for them to try and get that all-important first-round bye in the final six, but still a lot of movement to go. Big news over the weekend is the Rams, without winning, have locked in their spot in the final six. No one else outside the six can catch them, so they are now playing for seeding, but very important for them to try and slide up and avoid some of these difficult first-round matchups.
Absolutely. 6 teams battling for positions 5 and 6. The Rams are on the road. They're starting 5 tonight. Taylor Brick, Walter Brown, Tevin Brown, Max Darling, and Tom Webley. And one man we are really looking forward to watching tonight is Walter Brown. What a season he's had.
It's just been impressive. He's gone from strength to strength after the last couple of seasons. And, you know, not the hugest statistical impact, but the way that he's been playing, defensively in particular has been so impressive. Not on the court right now, because he's got to get something done, probably to the hair. He's got to make sure it's right. But what he does physically on the court is really impressive for his young age.
Well, you caught up with him a short time ago, Casey. Let's hear from the young star, Walter Brown.
Well, Walter, coming into this night's game against the Tuatara, you've got a difficult stretch of games behind you, only 3-4 since Ty Wynyard departed after starting 6-1. What are you guys looking for to lift that level of consistency and find that winning form again?
Yeah, well, I suppose you said it. We're just looking for consistency on both ends of the floor, just being solid on defense, and we know when we get stops, we're a good side on the other end. It's just mainly that defensive side taking care of it and coming down and doing the business.
And outside of a playoff seeding on the line, two of the brightest young stars in the game today with yourself and Charlie Dalton, and as a young player, contributing to winning and having a big effect on the team. What's your focus coming into these games, this game, the entire season, and how you're trying to contribute to winning for your side?
Yeah, honestly, I think me and Charlie, we do a similar role as far as having a bunch of great scorers on our teams, and we try and make the hustle plays, get after the boards, and try and play our best defense we can, and that's sort of how I approach winning for my team. So,
sounds like a plan. Appreciate the time. Good luck, Walter.
Well, we look forward to this young man and his future. No doubt we're going to see him representing the nation for years to come. Some good stats this season. And
efficient stats, shooting 47% on limited touches. Good around the basket, but an excellent defender. He's got that versatility where he can go up or down in the lineup and really affect the other team's offensive plans.
Tuatara starters tonight, solid unit, Weeks, Glidden, Tarangi, Dalton, and Rob Lowe. Charlie Dalton, young teenager, so much has been said about him, and he will be in the thick of the action again tonight. There he is getting last-second instructions. Yeah, just watch him get his MVP medal and all-tournament team medal for the National Under-19s for Harvard, because he's playing at that level. He's doing better at this level. Every game he comes out and he improves. He's got a really good awareness of where he needs to be on the court, and that's maybe what impresses me most about his game. Casey, you caught up with him before tip-off tonight. Let's go and have a chat now with Charlie Dalton. Well, Charlie, coming down to the end of the season, a huge game against the Canterbury Rams, who are still fighting for their playoff lives, but you guys have a spot sealed up.
What's your guys' focus coming into this one, and what do you want to build towards coming towards the end of the season?
Yeah, for sure. I think this is a pretty big game for us. Obviously, it could clinch a top 2 spot, which is pretty important. But I just think we're working on putting a full 40-minute performance together. We've been talking about that. We've had small patches where we haven't been quite as good as we wanted. So tonight's all about just getting 40-minute performance done and hopefully get the win with that.
And coming up against the Rams, two of the brightest young stars in the league, and yourself and Walter Brown. When you're coming up in the game and you're yourself trying to contribute to winning as a young player, what are you focusing on when you're trying to get out on the court and help your team get to those victories?
Yeah, these guys are a good team. They match up well against us. But for me, like I said, playing with the 4 starters that I am, Weeksy, Rob, Rue, and Glizzo, I'm just out there doing my role. I'm trying to bring energy. I'm trying to support them. They draw all the attention. I'm just trying to get those cheeky little backdoor cuts, and yeah, that's how I find my rhythm.
Love the cheeky. Appreciate the time. Good luck, Charlie.
KCTAB head-to-head for this one, and it is all about the battles that we're about to see unfold.
Great matchups on both ends of the court, but for what I'm looking for is defense. Who's going to be imposing their will on the opposition on that end of the court, taking the offensive out of what they want to do, pushing the top scorers out of their comfort zone. That's what's going to lead to victory in tonight's game.
It's the TAB Stats, official stats partner of the Sal's NBL, the TAB. The coin officials tonight, Tim Brown, Sharon Martin and Mikey Graham. Not too far away from a start tonight. Both of these teams headed to the final 6, but it is now a battle for the top 2 and the benefits that come with it. Speaking of benefits, good to see youngster Max Kelly just slipping out on the court quickly, handing the basketball over. Max takes a seat, and we're ready for a start.
I like how he's holding onto the hat. Got to keep those lizards down.
Underway. First possession goes the way of the Tuatara. He had the tip, he had the finish, Rob Lowe.
Well, a nice little play. It looks like they were talking about that in pregame. Rob Lowe gets that tip, runs the lane. No help for Wembley, who is out of position after that jump ball.
What a season he's had, Rob Lowe. There's Walter Brown's first touch of the evening. Taylor Britt, shot clock down to 7. They've got to go. Walter Brown swings it out. Max Darling for 3. Webley rebound up strong. He gets the finish. The 2 centers, a basket each.
And I like seeing the young Tom Webley impose himself physically. He's got great size, great mass to go against Rob Lowe. He needs to continually push his body on him to try and tire him down.
Glidden on the turn, so effective. Back of the iron with his first look tonight.
Yeah, nice look. He's coming off a huge first half against Taranaki in the victory earlier this week. We'd like another look at that one.
Yeah, had 20 in that first half against the Airs. Pass inside, chipped off by Glidden on the move. Charlie Dalton clashing with Walter Brown with the block.
And lovely defense by Walter Brown coming back. Had the turnover, didn't give up on the play. Was able to dissuade that shot from going in.
Here's Tevin Brown just floating through the key. He adds 2. He was actually drinking a cup of coffee, believe it or not, 30 seconds before he stepped on the floor tonight.
Literally had it handed to him as Judd Flavel was starting this chat. You gotta get that caffeine kick.
Oh, mate.
Like a little extra in the tank.
That wasn't too hot. Ruben Tarangi, his first shot of the night. Brown getting up high for the rebound.
I like what I see defensively from the Rams. They've got Max Darling on Rob Lowe, using his strength to get underneath him and keep him out of the lane.
Britt, Webley, was there a foul there? Gets the roll. He's on the way to the TAB. Rob Lowe's in the books for 1 personal foul.
Well, good action offensively, attacking the basket, not settling for things. And forcing Rob Lowe to defend that drive by Taylor Britt. He waits till the last second to drop it off. Nice roll, good spacing by Webley, and takes that contact, finishes with the left, and off to an excellent start. He's had some good starts this season. It's nice to see if he can be able to capitalize as the game goes along.
Join the TAB, deposit $10 and get a free $50 bonus bet. T's and C's apply, R18, and bet responsibly. Official stats partner of the NBL, the TAB. Here's Jared Weeks. Tarangi. Found low, back to Weeks, inside, outside ball, and that's the result.
And that's the type of season it's been for the Tuatara. Their hustle creates opportunities. Not a great pass, but Rob Lowe's able to find it. And because they're always moving off each other, they don't give up on the play. Jared Weeks gets that wide open triple up top.
First points of the night for him. Here's Tevin Brown, catch and shoot. Front of the ring, Max Darling battles away. Glidden comes in, strips it away. He's on the move now. Dalton. Little step to the basket, delightful.
Well, that's the second time those two have tried to connect on the fast break opportunity. This time more successful. Charlie Dalton takes that contact and a clever little flip shot to make.
And there he is again, doing well. Got a hand on it. Brown picks it up though.
That's twice we've seen Rams post players not seal properly enough and let that defender come around to try and get that steal. This time they held possession, but those bigs have to do a better job of keeping those defenders behind them.
You and I have seen some games already through round 13. This one just feels like it's another level. Up tempo early. Taylor Britt off the dribble, step back. Beautiful basket.
Well, that's a nice shot for him early, confidence-wise, but also to make that defense defend him. If they have to guard Taylor Britt out there, it opens up driving lanes and rebounding opportunities for everyone else.
Shooting the three at 38% this season. Charlie Dalton, he'd love that.
Well, we've heard all season long that Charlie Dalton's been making the threes in training. They want him to shoot. Early on, he wasn't playing with a lot of confidence with that shot. The last few games, he is letting it fly whenever teams disrespect him by guarding him like that.
Going at just 19% from beyond the arc, Charlie Dalton, but you're right, it's been on the rise over the last few rounds.
And that first one's so important, sorry Justin, but that first one is as important as anything to make defenders start to think twice about that strategy.
Tuatara lead by 1. Here's Tarangi, same spot, not the same result. Battle on the boards, balls to Tevin Brown.
Early on, the Rams doing nicely, gang rebounding every time, keeping this potent offensive rebounding squad off the glass.
Webley called into action again, and he finishes.
Excellent patience down low. He's using his size, using his length to get around the shot blocking ability of Rob Lowe, and he's not being intimidated by that shot blocking ability when he gets those opportunities.
He's finding his feet, isn't he? For the Rams, back-to-back, not on this occasion for Charlie Dalton.
Like what I see from the Rams, especially on this defensive glass. They're really locked in on both ends, running their strategy well.
Webley the target again.
Needs to be more aggressive. He's got this size mismatch and needs to do something with it.
Puts it up and puts it in. Great start tonight for young Tom Webley.
Interesting footwork. Wrong foot on that hook shot. The outside foot is they were able to get him, but 4 for 4 from the field. 8 points already of the 13 for the Rams.
Something there for the Tuatara to have a chat about. We've got
illegal screen.
Well, Taylor Britt and Rob Lowe locked up there. Rob Lowe can't believe this. That's his second.
Screen on Rob Lowe. I don't know. I'd like to see that one again. See exactly what it was he did wrong here. Let's see. He's set nicely. He sets the screen.
Well, he hasn't done anything wrong.
I don't like that call. I don't know. What is he supposed to do there when the guard's running into him and wrapping around him? That is certainly going to have an effect on the Tuatara strategy moving forward.
Well, the result is, Casey, he takes a seat less than 5 minutes into the game. A big blow early here for the Tuatara on a questionable call. And we may not see MVP candidate Rob Lowe for some time.
And Charlie Dalton's over at the bench now as well. Not sure what's going on. Possibly has a little bit of blood. So he's had to come out of the game as Nick Barrow checks into the game. And yeah, so Charlie Dalton and Rob Lowe out on the same play. This Charlie Dalton, he's got a little clip underneath the eye there.
Yeah, you can see it there. Joe Lawson III out into the action as well. So some changes here for the Tuatara. Can the Rams get up and going as a result? Taylor Britt certainly up and going tonight.
Second triple of the ball game, and the way he's shooting that's showing a lot of confidence in that play right now.
Margin out to 6. Lawson wants it inside. Webley steps across to help out. Good hand. Shot left short, and there's a foul off the rebound. That is against Lawson.
No, that stays, I think. They're gonna discuss it. I think one ref had it one way, one half of the other. And it does, it's gonna stay. Lawson is actually the recipient of that contact, so the good hustle is rewarded. Showed some patience in there. Let's see where the contact is. He's trying to get around. Oh yeah, he just kind of gets locked up there. Probably one that could have gone unwhistled.
I think that's a no whistle. Tuatara have the ball. Some work to do early. Jared Weeks, he's a good man to have the ball in the handoff.
Well, he gets his second triple of the game, and he's been a little bit less efficient offensively the last few weeks, but they're going to have to call on him early in this one with Rob Lowe on the bench.
Here's Darling through the paint. Heavy lifting as always. Max Darling leaves the shot short.
Lawson coming in with some big minutes here. Has got that foul, big rebound after the stop as well.
Charlie Dalton still getting attention on the sideline at the moment. He's got that cut under his left eye.
Nice defense there, Taylor Britt. Against the Cruz Pro Hunt there. Two players who are going to be seeing each other in tall black camp very soon.
21 players have been named in that squad. There's Tevin Brown, driven straight into the body of Nick Barrow. Plenty of players have suffered the consequences of that over the years. There is young Charlie Dalton.
Getting a couple of Band-Aids on there, getting the tape across, close that up. Key that it stays closed, though. You don't want to get out there and have it start bleeding again, because the second time you try and do it, the stickiness is gone.
Too easy there. Corey Webster steps onto the court, touches the ball for the first time and gets a basket.
If you're going to lose a guy, let's try not to make it C-Web. You don't want him getting easy looks early and getting that eye in.
Good start for him. Tevin Brown getting around Barrow. Here they come again. The Rams certainly up and about tonight. Baxter Jr. dumps it off to Smith, who flushes it down.
Whoa, timeout to the Tuatara after a couple of transition opportunities. Have made the Tuatara rethinking their defensive strategy. Nice push there. Excellent rebound there. We see Corey Webster just strolling through, finding a look, and nice pass there. But the extra pass by Baxter Jr. and Galen Smith with the bang in transition, showing that ability to get up with a quickness. Our witness.
Look good. The Rams, Aaron Young with some words. Let's have a listen.
These DHOs and actions, and we're just getting pushed out, and then we get flustered and we settle. We can get better shots than one once you get right now. Everything's contested. Get into some punch rub right now. Get a punch rub, get all the way through, get some motion.
They hard showing on me on that punch rub.
Yeah.
Get it on quick and shoot out quick.
That's all.
Fucking ring is rolling down the ring.
Yeah, that's all we talked about in terms of how we execute against it. Let the ball work. Hey, defensively, are you in, Joe? Yeah. Joe, get in. Hey, let's go, show him a bit of Kia. Let's go Kia right now. Be locked into where C-Web is. All right? Rebound, boys. Got a rebound out of it. Let's go. AT.
Well, there's no cheese pizzas down on the Tuatara bench at the moment. There's some pig slices right there. The large cheese pizza, $25, sells super special. There's the online code available till Wednesday. Pick up only. Done.
That's a deal. Dunked that one straight into the belly. Charlie Dalton checks back into the game, and he did make a point of coming to me before the game and saying, hey, can you give a shout out to my pop-up Dave Dalton? It's his birthday today. I said, how old is he? He says 21 forever, so we'll go with that one. But happy birthday, Dave Dalton. Hope you're watching out there and enjoying your grandson's game.
Absolutely. Cruz Pero Hunt onto the floor, takes a spill.
Cruz Pro Hunt, I take another look at it. Here's, oh, it just barely trips on Corey Webster's foot.
We've all done that. Here's Cam Glidden.
When did that happen to you, Justin?
I know it's happened before, trust me. Cruz Pero Hunt. I won't tell you what time of the morning it was. Here's Joe Lawson the third. That one a little bit too deep. Tevin Brown, did he keep it in? Oh, he didn't.
Look at the hustle of Charlie Dalton. He's out of position for that one, but he doesn't give up on the play. And you know, you do that 10 times a game, maybe once it looks out. But in a game like this, a possession can mean so much down the stretch.
TAB stats. Tevin Brown chipping in there. Tom Webley with 8 points. Taylor Britt with a couple of triples early. Jared Weeks has 6 points of his own for the Tuatara.
Tevin Brown's locked in defensively early in this one, using his quickness all over the court. Has done a nice job of getting his teammates involved early as well.
Kaya Isaac about to come in for the Rams. Joe Lawson receives. Does he finish? There's a foul. Might be against Baxter Jr. floating in from behind.
Well, Lawson's got a bit of a unorthodox game, a little herky-jerky, has a nice handle for a player that size, and then we see Baxter from the backside getting across the body. And Lawson, as he's getting more and more comfortable with his role in his offense, we're seeing him able to contribute in what is a reasonably limited role for an import, but still important to have that depth on the interior for the Tuatara. For games just like this, Rob Lowe in early foul trouble, gotta have somebody to count on that you can get a reasonable facsimile of that performance out of.
Late season recruit, showing at 10 points a game. There is Rob Lowe, sitting early tonight inside the opening 5 minutes of this game with 2 fouls. Lawson's Achilles heel, 33% from the TAB stripe. He's put the first one down. Second one is a miss.
Well, when you're shooting 1 for 2 and it's lifting the percentage, you know that's a little bit of work to be done there.
I like your maths. Good to see. Here's Quinn Clinton, nowhere to go in the end. Has to pull up over the top of Galen Smith. Sorry, I should say Joe Lawson. Here comes Jared Weeks. Glidden on the catch. Inside, Lawson again getting busy and doing the dirty work.
Look, he doesn't have the athleticism of Baxter Jr. there, but he gets into the body, takes away some of that shot blocking ability, and finishes at a nice angle to get it off the glass.
Reduce that margin to 4.
Zone defense causing some problems. Jared Weeks all over the ball.
Here they come again. Dalton had it and lost it.
Yeah,
Hot pass, wasn't it?
And a tough angle for Charlie Dalton to catch and do something with it. Not a lot of angle on the basket from where he was. Unfortunate turnover there for the Tuataras. He doesn't really have an angle to get that catch, an angle to do anything with it once he catches it. And when you're asking young players, even talented ones, to make extra decisions on the move, it gets a little bit more difficult.
Rams have called a timeout. They're up by 4 with 2:22 to go in this opening quarter.
Kick
Here's
it
Judd
on,
Flevel.
and the wing is going to be open, or the corner is going to be open, right? So we're going to kick right here, right? You might drive it and then throw it, but they're going to be up here in the passing lane, right? Drive, then kick. Or if they're flat, it's just a kick to the corner. The corner's where you're going to get your shot. If they're running you off that, then penetrate, and Galen's going to be open around the basket. Screen and dive hard, okay? Forget cross, just attack. Find your gaps and attack, okay? Good talk on transition.
I don't know about you, Casey. I could listen to Judd Flevel all day long. I could also spend some time in the New Balance team merch online store all day long as well.
Segway, what is up? Who's your favorite jersey today? You like the red, you like the teal. Which one would you be ordering if you use that QR code right now?
Rams for me.
Rams for you?
Yep.
Tuatara for me.
Really?
I like that. Well, obviously, I have the skin tone for the teal.
Mind you, I don't think we ever agree, do we?
What fun is that, Justin? What is the point of agreeing? I like to debate, even when I don't believe it.
You're a good debater as well. Clinton almost got the roll. Here's Pero Hunt. Oh, nice move, Cruz Pero Hunt. Not rewarded in the end.
Good take, but defense solid by the Rams early.
Baxter Jr. calling for the foul, gets the whistle. Forget about the Galen Smith finish. That was powerful.
This athletic front line, but what I'm seeing from the Rams early in this one is high efficiency, 60% from the field, 50% from deep. They're winning the rebound battle as well, and just 2 turnovers. This is the formula they need to stick to. Getting excellent shots, really putting the Tuatara in tough positions. They're not forcing anything, and there's no 50-50 shots. There's not many 50-50 passes. They're very locked into the game plan early.
This is one man here, Troy Baxter Jr., Casey. We see a lot of him one week, not as much the next week. That consistency, minutes up and down, how does that impact on a player?
Well, I think on a player it can be a little bit difficult when you don't know why the minutes are. And the question is, does he understand why the minutes are going up and down? And if the coach has made it clear to you, these are the things you need to improve upon, then you know what you got. Now, if that's a little nebulous, maybe it's a little bit more of a mental game that you have to figure out.
Glidden, catch, shoot. And just slightly off. But you know if he keeps getting looks, it's only a matter of time. Cam Glidden is a sharp shooter. Speaking of sharp shooters, Webster gives it up. Smith leaves it behind. Charlie Dalton with the steal.
Webster would like to have that back, take that shot. He had good position, a little too unselfish on that one. Smith not expecting it, leads to the turnover, third of the game.
Pero Hunt pulls up the dribble. Here's Glidden again. Another look. And that one drops. There you go.
Well, you mentioned it a second ago. Give him enough looks, he's going to start hitting them, and that's another decent look. 1 for 3 now, and that one gets the roll. That kind of shooter's roll makes the shooter feel good on the next one.
Keep an eye on him. Was there a foul there? Doesn't matter. No whistle. Webster misses.
Judd Flavel, he wants the flop. Cam Glidden certainly tried to sell that one.
Lawson, oh, Baxter Jr. floating through. Doesn't like the call either.
Yeah, to me, that was pretty close to the peak. I'd like to see it in slow motion. If it was live, I probably wouldn't let it go. Let's take another look at it. Excellent closing there. Corey Webster makes it a definite finish, and yeah, that's all the way down. Good call. Well done by the official. trio there. But as a shot blocker, I don't mind getting those goaltends early. You're just letting defenders know, those offensive players know, hey, I'm here. If you see me in the vicinity, you better be thinking about my ability to do just that and knock that shot right out of bounds.
21 apiece, another whistle.
Well, this one on Charlie Dalton, who picks up his first personal foul. He's gonna have to be a bit careful with Rob Lowe out there in foul trouble. Joe Lawson already on his first one, Rob Lowe with 2. 4 fouls on the Tuatara, all in that big trio.
Here's Webster, back to his left, shut down. That pass was a tough one to the feet of Galen Smith, and it's a turnover.
Did Corey Webster touch it again after that? Well, I was a little bit blocked off, but my initial view looked like it was hit by the Tuatara as they were trying to grab.
Are you sure about that?
Judd Flavel just checking with the coin officials that they're sure of the decision.
He says it in a much nicer way.
Does, doesn't he?
Than I probably would as a coach.
I would have been very surprised if Sharon Martin had to turn around and said, no, it's not.
50-50.
Tarangi.
But I thought I'd just go with it.
Dying seconds, shot clock switched off. Tuatara, will they use the time? Big, heavy contact inside. Tarangi goes down, too Baxter Jr.
5.5 seconds left in this one. Judd Flavel wants a bit more time. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, I don't know. To me, that's probably a block. But a no call comes through. Up in the air. Smith, what he did do was a nice job of staying in position. Didn't catch it cleanly, though, so I don't think he was in a great defending position.
We get another stop here.
They were just fixing the clock. So Judd Flavel brought it to the attention of the officials. He got 2 seconds put on there. So that's an extra 2 seconds to get down the court. Taylor Britt with the ball in hand, most likely.
2 Tall Blacks having a conversation there. Not sure if they're talking about the coin officials or maybe the game, but we do have a Sky City player timeout used here. 7.4 to go in this opening quarter. There's the QR code. Of course, ticket to the big game. I think past 7,000 have been handed out now with thanks to Sky City, but importantly, we will see the ball advanced here.
And with 7 seconds left, it's a time that you can use it. Maybe not necessarily, but you got to use one in the first half. So decent shot at it. With 7 seconds left, I like full court because I think you can get a good look at it. I might have saved it for that second quarter. But in a game like this, I've mentioned it a couple times, every possession is going to count. 21 apiece right now. You can already tell this one's going to come down the wire.
It's been a tough grind, hasn't it? Tuatara, this is their second lowest quarter time score at home this season. Previous was 20 against the Hawks back in round 6. It's been tough going. It is locked up though. Got to get it in. They do. Webster, seconds ticking down, finds a gap, gets to the rack, and he scores.
Well, they're not going to be able to get it in and get another shot. But Corey Webster, the patience shown with the shot fake, so respectful. You have to be at that ability to open up the driving lane for the finish.
And after 10, it gives the visitors the lead. They're out by 2. It's a tight one tonight. 2 teams heading towards the Sal's NBL Final 6. Back after the break.
We limited their offensive rebounds to second chance opportunities. We've got to keep that up, all right? Stay with me in terms of the key and the spy stuff. Back into red with Corey. Let's just go greens. Yeah. Keep him on that sideline. X, green with Robbie. Hey, offensively, can we get a quick strong for R2? All right, come through it. Bruce, yeah. Go through here, cut through. Let's get that one there. Play off that one. Look for that one. If we don't get it, hit it on the sideline and roll it in that way. All good? Hey, we just need multiple efforts. We've got to string them together. The offense will come, but I need you guys to have more of an assertive effort on the rim. I think we're like one more drive away. We're kind of getting a little bit settled early. Another drive, another kick.
Welcome back to the North Shore. Quarter time here tonight in the Sal's NBL. Last game of round 13. The Rams lead it by 2. Corey Webster with the last basket of the quarter. Some of the stats to quarter time. Tom Webley leading the way with 8 first quarter points.
And Tom Webley scoring those points in the paint, and that's where the Rams have a big advantage right now. 16 points in the paint in that first quarter, but impressive from the Tuatara. 8 assists on 8 buckets, really sharing that basketball well.
Let's catch up with Rams coach Judd Flavel. Judd, happy with the start tonight?
Yeah, good start for us. I mean, just execution-wise, offensively, just you know, a couple of things that we're really looking to get to, and yeah, so far so good.
Rob Lowe back in the game with 2 fouls. Is your strategy to go straight at him, attack him with Galen Smith and other players, or are you just going to let the game flow around him?
I think if that just happens organically, we'll just let that thing go. Otherwise, I think Rob's too smart of a guy to really go at, so we try to keep him away from it, really.
Appreciate your time as always. Judd, good to see you, by the way, too.
Yeah, yeah.
We're like 2 feet from Judd having this conversation over mic. It's quite, it's a little bit perplexing. but almost a face-to-face conversation.
Could almost have leant over and a handshake heading into the second quarter. Casey, how did you see the opening 10 minutes tonight?
Patience from the Rams. They're out there and they're not getting forced out of things as Corey Webster lets one fly. But it is all about the Rams game plan right now. They're attacking the basket, they're not taking a step back, and they're winning the physical battle early in this one.
There's Galen Smith on the turnaround. Thought he shuffled the feet there. That's the whistle. Some news on the Tall Ferns as well. Earlier today went down to Australia in that bronze medal playoff at the Asia Cup, but they have finished top 4, which means they head straight through to the Olympic qualifiers.
And that was the goal going in. A couple of tough losses against quality opposition to finish in the semifinals in the bronze medal game. But a step in the right direction, and this is certainly a long journey. All these qualifying is. The next step for the Olympic dream is right in front of them. They just got to go grab it.
And late this afternoon in the Sal's NBL, the Nuggets take down the Bulls by 14. They move to second on the ladder. Here's Jared Weeks. Good opening quarter. He ran straight in to Galen Smith on that occasion.
Showing off his athleticism, and maybe not quite on the same level of Baxter Jr., but not too far off it.
Webster, bamboozling as always, turns it over on the pass though. Brown was the target, Weeks was in the way.
A nice transition defense there by Walter Brown. Essentially a one-man fast break deterrent on that one. That is impressive. I mean, that was like a 4-on-2. And he was able to really gum that up, take away some decent looks, and take what looked like an efficient look away, force him into the half court.
What a season that man's had, Jared Weeks. Inside pass is a good one. Rob Lowe surrounded, has to push it back out. Glidden quickly shut down. Open space for Tarangi. He misses. Lowe battling with it, along with Darling. Whistle's gone. That'll be against Max Darling.
Well, the Tuatara fans will be hopeful, and they are correct in being hopeful, as Max Darling does get called for that one. Nice job of Rob Lowe getting out of his cylinder to chase that one down. Max Darling had the body on Lowe and sort of had the chair pulled out, so he gets that foul. Corey Webster heads to the bench as Tevin Brown checks back in.
Gee, there was some kilos hitting the deck there, wasn't there? Darling and Lowe, 2 big boys. Corey Webster takes a break. Here's Rob Lowe. Getting busy inside again. Galen Smith, second block in the game. Walter Brown in the lane. He's on the move now. What a basket. Young man, get up. Well done.
He hasn't had a lot of shots, but the effect he's had on the game on this end has been impressive as Jared Weeks blows by him on that one.
And scores.
Well, and right at the shot blocker that time. Rob Lowe, you saw the previous play, tried to stretch it around him, and that opened up the opportunity for him to get it. Weeks straight at the body, takes away that shot blocking ability.
Here's Brown. Darling wants it down low. Hero Hunt with some work to do. Brown moves and scores. Did really well to move to a different spot, didn't he?
I mean, the Rams are just showing such great patience in this one, taking exactly what the Tuatara are leaving on the table.
Again, Weeks, what about that?
Oh, as the turnover, the quick turnover from Galen Smith there forced it a little bit. Walter Brown, excellent defense on that play before. That Jared Weeks somehow finds the nylon. Wanted the contact. Take another look at it. Walter Brown on the hip. I didn't see a lot of contact, but I saw a beautiful shot being made there. Jared Weeks wants the whistle as well. forced a turnover and a chance to get it possibly tied with a triple here.
I spy Agent 97. What a basket that was. Inbound, Glidden on the curl, misses, gets it back. They settle. Down by 3, Weeks, low. Tero Hunt now, shot clock ticking down. Did very, very well. Attacked the baseline, second effort was very good there.
And essentially used Rob Lowe as a screener there, going around him. Good hesitation dribble. The Tuatara have to be stout attacking this defense of the Rams because they are not giving up much.
Taylor Britt has already landed a couple, make it 3.
3 for 3. Taylor Britt from deep has missed the one shot, but 9 points early as the Rams getting some offense from unexpected areas.
Averages 1 triple a game, Taylor Britt. 3 already. Tero Hunt up against Tevin Brown. The latter wins out.
Well, Rams playing really physical defense at the point of attack.
This time they rush to Britt. He dumps it down. Galen Smith all there by himself.
Galen Smith, he just does what a big should do. Runs that lane, gets that ball, finishes above the rim. Liking what I'm seeing from him early.
Weeks for 3. That gets the crowd up.
Now we're trading some baskets back and forth we go. Jared Weeks finding the range on that one, and he is up to 13 quickly, 5 for 6 from the field.
Game high scorer on the TAB stat sheet. Off 1 dribble. Evan Brown misses.
A decent look at that one, but maybe a little bit quicker than what the Rams have been able to get to. I think he worked this defense a bit more for the Tuatara to get that great look.
Just in the last 90 seconds, this game ramping up again.
Jared Weeks feels the contact on the arm, gets the whistle instead of the turnover.
The Tuatara win this one tonight, Casey. It's going to be extremely hard for them to miss top position.
It's going to be tough. It's definitely going to be tough. If they get this one, they're going to be in the mix. But if they lose this one, that door is wide open. There is not a lot separated. As dominant as the Tuatara have been over these last 9 games, there is not a lot of breathing space between these guys.
Of course, the teams that finish top 2 head straight through to the semi-finals. Jared Weeks let fly. He's actually scored 7 of the Tuatara's last 9 points. Glidden with a hand.
Well, good defense getting into that passing lane, taking that away. As Rob Lowe and Max Darling get tied up again. Both players getting a little bit handsy on those box outs. No whistle coming through.
I like the matchup though. They've locked horns a few times tonight.
And I like the thought process from Coach Judd Flavel. You know, putting Darling on there, not starting with Wembley, the strength of Darling, his ability to get under that zone, make Rob Lowe uncomfortable.
Here he is, Max Darling, all by himself, and that's what he can do.
All about the triple and the efficiency from deep for the Rams right now. 5 for 9 from outside the arc at 56%, 15 of their 36 points from there.
Weeks to Lowe, good pass inside. Excellent play to Tuatara. Swinging on the ring. Joe Lawson the third.
Like the high post attack though, get the ball to Rob Lowe, let his passing ability start to bend this defense of the Rams.
Webster, Darling, tough stuff off the glass.
Close to Rob Lowe's 3rd personal foul. Nice attacks by Max Darling. Good pass from Webster to create the opportunity.
He just had to back out, didn't he? Midway through the second here. Tero Hunt switches it from right to left. Joe Lawson.
And Joe Lawson having maybe his best game as a Tuatara. 10 points now, 4 for 6 from the field, and really offering that second offensive threat in the post as Rob Lowe's been kept under wraps early.
I like him out there together with Lowe as well. On the turn, Baxter Jr. a little bit too deep.
Forced that one. One-on-one, they're getting such great basketball, such great looks out of their offense.
There's Weeks here again, bump and grind, no whistle, but another basket.
Oh, that's going to be a two.
Don't know about that.
That's got to be a two. That was pretty obvious. Did anybody see that?
Well, we caught it, and it will be, no doubt. There's the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay.
Take another look at it. Weeks creating that contact, gets in the lane, comes right through. And just a silly mistake. Not much in it. Personally, I don't really want to see a tee out of that one. If a guard's coming on me, go ahead and just get out of my way. I'll push you out of the way. Unfortunate for Troy Baxter Jr. there. but by the letter of the law, that's a T.
Yep, and that was called as well when we come back out of the timeout. Let's have a look at the Cells NBL ladder as it sits at the moment. Tuatara win tonight. Going to be very tough for them not to hold down that #1 ranking at the final 6. But look at positions 5 to 10, still wide open.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think we've given the Rams an early win here. They're only on 9 right now. But maybe they get that win today and get up to 10.
Ooh, well picked up by you, Casey.
Punch unders, yeah, unders. Who was it, Weeksy? Yeah,
Speaking of the final 6, no doubt crowds will be packing in there as well. July 20 to 23. Tickets on sale now. That QR code will take you straight through to purchase your tickets. Trusts Arena. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And seating not quite locked in, so if you're waiting to find out where your favorite team's going to be, go in and buy a week-long membership pass. 10% off, get to see all the games. That is certainly the way to go if you're still a little trepidation about buying a ticket to a game that your favorite team may not be at.
So Baxter Jr.'s walked back out there off that tech foul before the timeout. It was silly. Would you keep him out there or would you sit him?
I'm not too upset about a play like that. You know, he's trying to maintain his space, trying to get a player off of him. I would tell him, look, don't do that. And he obviously knows that. Now the question is, does he learn from that mistake or does he continue to make the same one?
Well, as a result, the game is tied up off the back of that mate from the CAB.
Tell you what, I'm not getting anybody out for a tee. I had about 25 of them 1 year.
You wouldn't have played.
This was the different rules, FIBA. You can get more than 2 a game.
There's Taylor Britt. He's already hit 3. That one is his 4th.
Taylor Britt, what a night. First Ram in double figures, 12 points now, 4 for 4 from deep, and just doing enough to give the Rams a lead.
I'd love to know Taylor Britt's record of 3-pointers in a Cells NBL game. He's right up there at the moment for mine. Off the foot there, Baxter Jr.
Rams are just highly efficient, sticking to the plan, looking like a well-drilled squad. And coming into this game, it's been about consistency. Great first half up to this point, but they have to finish the quarter and finish the game.
Joe Lawson, the 3rd, making his presence felt tonight.
All a man needs is some opportunity. 5 for 7, 12 points now, and huge off the bench.
He's hitting those mid-ranges as well, reaching around Tarangi. Joe Lawson down.
It just took an elbow to the face. And Baxter Jr. just driving through. I don't think we're going to get this one looked at all as we take another look as the high arcing jumper on the baseline. And then you see Baxter Jr. just straight into the grill. You see more of that elbow right on the nose. Hopefully he's okay, and he's getting some help up from some teammates now. Don't see any blood.
Well, the Tuatara medicos have to do a little bit of work tonight. Charlie Dalton out early with a cut to the eye.
Medicos? I haven't heard that one. Medico.
Medico, you've never heard that before.
I have not. That is a new one.
Well, your maths has been good tonight, and now I'm educating you in different ways. I like it. There's Troy Baxter Jr. One of the most athletic players in the Cells NBL.
Oh, so apparently we do have some blood on the court. So we've got the blood kit out. This Graham has come over to the sideline to get the blood kit from the bench.
Gives us a good chat to have a quick sneaky look ahead to round 14. The Rams have a double. They're on the road. They take on the Sharks on Thursday night and the Jets next Sunday night. And the Tuatara, they are on the road to meet the Hawks. In fact, there you go. Round 14 in the Cells NBL. Starts on Thursday night down south. Giants and the Nuggets is a juicy game. Saints and the Jets. In fact, the Jets with the double as well. Hawks at home. We can't say.
The streak is alive.
They are up.
Keep the streak going. Let's go Hawks. Well, hopefully this one doesn't take too long as they look for it. I mean, this is a tiny little drop. Safety first, obviously.
Safety first. Don't know if they're official medicos, by the way. We talked about Taylor Britt and his hot start tonight. From behind the arc, 4 of 4.
No, and then you're right here, Taylor.
Back in
Troy,
round
make the
9
catch.
this season, Casey, 5 of
Good with it?
6 he
Okay.
hit.
Oh, there you go.
Step out, yeah.
So even more than that,
You're the
just
one
this
going
season.
up.
Taylor Britt in fine form this evening. Certainly gives this offense a different dimension when he's able to hit with that kind of consistency from behind the arc. Yeah, so much potent scoring options to choose from. It's difficult for a defense to take away everything. That 3 has been what's been on the table for the Rams to feast on early in this first half.
Just the 1 point so far tonight for Troy Baxter Jr.
Do we have some more blood on the other side?
We most certainly do. So there's going to be an extended delay here at Event Finder.
Oh, somebody could have just put a shoe on that one.
As we take a quick break here, we look ahead to July 12, To'ihi Basketball Aotearoa. Thanks to GJ Gardner Holmes. Every game live on Sky Sports, Sky Broadband, Rapid League as well. Can't wait for this because looking at some of the signings during the week, Casey, there are some elite players on their way to New Zealand.
A high level of talent, multiple WNBA players coming over to apply their trade and play basketball at the highest level here in front of the fans across Aotearoa. Going to be an impressive second season all on the up. I can't wait to see the build on what was accomplished last year.
Baxter Jr. splits the pair. Brings it back to 2. 3.5 to play in this second quarter. Tight contest. As always, Jared Weeks has been involved in a lot as he tries to set his team up again.
Ruben Tarangi, they're trying to get him involved. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities so far.
Here he is on the turn. He's involved now.
Well, there you go, 1 for 5 now. Kemplin almost forces a turnover, instead gets whistled for the foul with a cheapy reach, but I like what they try to do with Ruben Tarangi there. Hasn't been able to get too many clean looks from outside, so throw him into the post, take advantage of that physicality, and there's the strength against Tevin Brown. A little cheeky elbow to clear some space, and the kiss off the glass on the spin baseline.
Plenty of players on the floor tonight that have played a lot of Australian NBL basketball against each other as well, and on the same teams over the years. Stepping back, foul there, Ken Glidden.
Well, he wants to kick.
Yeah, he's appealing for the leg out, but it looked pretty clean to me.
Well, a bit awkward on Baxter Jr.'s shot. As you see him in the step back, you see him shoot, and he certainly kicks that out a little bit.
Yeah.
But would Cam Glidden have avoided that had he not? I don't know. A lot of contact up on that upper thigh, so you can't exactly blame it all on the kid.
So back to the TAB strike for Baxter Jr. It's the only place he's scored from tonight. 3 points for him.
Well, just the one shot otherwise, and he forced that one a bit, but with his ability to score buckets in bunches, you have to be aware of him. You have to be aware of his athleticism at all times. And if he's going to be hitting those step backs, getting fouls, you're going to have to be aware of that jump shot as well.
He averages 17 points a game. Fair way off that at the moment. Misses the third, but look who bobs up. Tevin Brown. Deep on the shot. Weeks. Downhill hard. And a late call there.
See where that contact was. I thought Corey Webster's hand was pretty clean. When you look at the basketball and it goes straight down, normally you think that's clean. Take another look at it. There's not a lot to be seen there. By the way, Tim Brown thought there was enough contact to blow the whistle, so the one-man fast break, Jared Weeks, pushes it all the way through, and somehow not shooting.
Well, he'd picked the ball up. We clearly saw that on the replay.
If it's a foul, it's got to be shooting. I don't know. That's interesting. So they're saying he lost the ball and then got fouled?
I think Weeksy's having the same sort of conversation. Inbound, Tarangi for 3. Low, getting up the big fella. They do get it back. Pero Hunt with the up fake, the spin. Lawson, lots of time to have a look, and he doesn't get the drop.
Every part of the rim except the net. Good look, second effort goes unrewarded.
That would have put them up by 1. Webster, that's just class.
Well, the little shot, the little pass fake where he sort of palmed it, might have gotten away with the carry, but a really clever move to try and freeze that defense and get that lane against the shot blocking Rob Lowe.
Here's Weeks. Inside to Lowe, just clutches it in. Has a look at the baseline, turns around over Darling.
Physicality of Darling really affecting Rob Lowe along with that foul trouble. And he has not been able to get into this game just yet. Just 1 for 4 from the field, 2 points. Good work on the glass with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Still affecting things, but not scoring to his usual level.
Here's Webster. Starting to warm up, isn't he? Darling gets Lowe off the floor. Weeks did very well in the end to get a sneaky hand on that. It falls to the way of Tarangi to Lowe. That'll be an easy basket.
Almost spoke too soon.
I dragged the word easy out for about 3.5 seconds then.
Well, you're about to second guess it as we see a tape issue. Gonna have to retape a little bit of that court down as Rob Lowe benefited from running the lane on that previous possession. Ruben Tarangi really pushing that pace, and we've seen this last 3 or 4 minutes when the opportunity has arisen. The Tuatara have looked to get some more activity in transition.
I'm not sure about the quality of the tape that they use at Event Finder, but this is about the 6th time this season I have seen tape, I should say, come off the floor here this season.
Yeah, I think that's what tape does. That's why you want to get those lines painted. Of course, this is a temporary court.
It is, yeah.
So it's not permanent. It's normally down at Spark Arena.
Good news is we've got some replacement ready to go. 134 left in the half.
Yeah, Butch doing it all. He's the GM, he's the media manager, and now he's out here working the tape as well.
I do love the fact that our camera operators are right there for it as well. What about Joe Lawson III so far tonight, Casey?
Just excellent job of taking advantage of what he's given. He's a stout player. He knows how to play with his positions on the court, moving without the basketball, getting himself in position to score, but showing the shooting touch off tonight as well. That big triple there, 15 points on 6 for 8 from the field, the high arcer on the baseline. What a bonus it is to have him come in, step in, drop those 12 points, especially in a game where Rob Lowe's struggling a little bit to get involved. Just 4 points now. Between the two, right about where you want to be anyway.
Shooting at 63% as well, having one of his best games of the season back underway. Some quick handiwork to put that tape back down. And we're inside the last 90 seconds of what has been an entertaining opening half of basketball. Again, selling the candy. Max Darling is fouled.
Well, see who that foul is on. That foul was on, is that on Charlie Dalton or Rob Lowe? Third on Rob Lowe.
He's definitely on Rob Lowe. There it is.
See the hip. Yeah, the hip check comes in, and that's why the whistle comes through. Max Darling, not settling. Had the look from outside, instead puts it on the floor, takes that extra dribble. Rob Lowe to the bench, and we have not seen him kept under wraps like this offensively in a game this season. So, tip of the cap to the effort and strategy of this Ram squad.
5 points, 4 rebounds tonight for this man, Max Darling. And maybe just with that shorter, more robust matchup, there'll be a few other teams watching the job that he's doing on Rob Lowe tonight.
Don't know how many teams have a guy like Max Darling on there. True. He is a stout power forward. He's got a lot of physical strength, athleticism as well, because he is giving up that size, but the length. You can see the length. He's probably not giving up that many inches in terms of what he's able to affect.
Charlie Dalton pulled up the dribble early there. Weeks off balance, back inside to Dalton. Good up fake, good handling. That's his 3rd block, Galen Smith.
Coming from the weak side, Max Darling sets it up for him as Jared Weeks goes to the ground, takes the charge on Galen Smith. That's to me, that was a charge. It's not a call I love, taking a charge away from the basketball when a big man's just trying to run down the lane, find his space. But Jared Weeks plays within the letter of the law. See here, he's tangled up with him. Now watch him stop right underneath. Bang! Takes that foul. Nice job of getting Smith tangled up with him, getting him to buy into that game. As Jared Weeks, he's playing an excellent basketball game with the ball in hand, but the mental game as well. 15 points. Forces the turnover there.
Surely that's just a cheeky guard on a big fella running down the court, isn't it? Excellent work from the Tuatara. Tarangi finishes it off.
Every time the Tuatara have that high post catch, they're getting extra looks on that baseline cut. The Rams need to be more aware of those cutters, not so much the ball. He's not looking to score.
Don't forget the Rams have used their Sky City player timeout. Here's Brown for three, gets one to stick.
Tevin Brown joins the three party. 7 for 12 for the Rams, 58% from deep.
Here's Weeks doing some pushing of his own. Splits the gap, runs straight back into Tevin Brown. I like the fact no whistle there. Shot clock down to 7. Glidden bounces off. Taylor Britt gets the whistle.
That was the after +5, so 8 seconds left for the Rams to do something like this. Nice use of the shot fake as QC just goes in the different directions there.
Taylor Britt did his best to try and get out of the way.
Yeah, he tried to avoid it, but Kim Glidden does a nice job of finding the contact, understanding where that is Corey Webster's going to check back in for this last second shooting opportunity as he's Troy Baxter Jr. That is if Cam Glidden makes this shot, otherwise they'll both be stuck on the sideline.
5 points in the game tonight for Cam Glidden, the Australian 33-year-old. 2 of 2 from the TAB, makes it 3 of 3. And we've got 8 seconds to play in this opening half. Tuatara retain their Sky City player timeout. Rams don't, so the Rams will be looking to use as much of this 8 seconds as possible before a shot. As Darling and Britt bring it forward. Tevin Brown fires away. Getting up, oh, Max Darling. Not sure it would have counted. Came through hard though. He's had a very good opening half, Maxwell Darling. Rams lead it by 2, but there is nothing in this one tonight. Jared Weeks, leading scorer with 15 points. Taylor Britt has 12 for the Rams. And it's been an enjoyable one for a big crowd here tonight. Another Sunday session in the Sal's NBL. Jared Weeks involved in everything in the opening half. Here he is with Casey Frank.
Well, Jared, the Rams are finding a lot of success from beyond the three-point arc tonight. What can you guys do to slow them down from out there?
Yeah, stop letting them shoot threes. They're shooting the ball very well. We got to adjust in the second half.
You're doing a good job of finding contact in transition, getting the lanes. What are you seeing out there that's opening those opportunities for you in transition?
Just trying to get these other guys involved. You know, Rubes and Robbie have been killing it these last couple of weeks, and Cam's shooting the ball really well, so trying to keep these guys going.
Appreciate it, Tom. Good luck in the second half. I've got Taylor Britt coming in, and Taylor hit 5 threes in the game earlier this year, but 4 in that half. What's giving you that opportunity to find that space from outside?
I got great shooters, and they like to go under the screens a lot, so just decided to start pulling it from 3, and it's going in, so we'll keep doing it.
Game plan has been excellent on Rob Lowe, been able to keep him under check. What do you guys have to do as a team to continue that in the second half and keep him from influencing the game too much?
Just talk a lot. He likes to pop, get that pick and pop 3, so just communication.
Appreciate it, Tom. Good luck in the second half, Taylor.
So the opposing point guards doing the job tonight. Fans in the house having a great time. And at the half, it's just a 2-point game. TAB stats on the other side of the break. Go away, have a donut, have a cheer, have a drink. We'll see you soon.
Time to welcome out a couple of very special guests here. Let's see who we've got. We'll grab the names as they come out. A couple of birthday boys again here. And your name? Orion? Orion. The Bulls fan. We've got? Right. We have? Ashton. Lovely. And Julian. Malachi. Watch out for Malachi. 11 years old. And he's as big as Stephen Adams already. Muscle block. Right, now, we are going to go over the big screen for a bit of a challenge here, and you could be winning a very cool set of Ryan yet to win, but it is a prize from Huawei. Right, let's have a look at the big screen. Tonight's challenge is Words of Fortune. That's the question. Trivia. Those good nuggets. Now, how well do you guys know your movies? He says 0. Says 10%, so this could be interesting. We'll have our first one, Malachi. Malachi. Let's have a look at Malachi. Let's have a look at the screen here. We're playing Wheel of Fortune style here with the Tuatara. As soon as the 6 letters stop, you're going to have a guess which movie you think it is. You can play along at home as well up on the grandstand. Alright, if you need a clue, we can get the crowd to yell it out. Malachi, what do you reckon? What do you reckon, Lock? Jurassic World! He's going Jurassic World. Let's have a look at the big screen. Yes, it is. He scored a sound like Bluetooth speaker. Wow, wait. Right, next up. Who wants to go next? Right, here we go. Next, hit it up. Here it is. This is a harder one by the looks. Might need the crowd to help out here. Let's have a look. Off-board screen. Here comes our final 2 letters. Words of fortune. Right, there we go. It's a tough one. Anyone in the crowd know? Look at this man. He wants to win a speaker as well. He needs some help. Any phone friends out there? Okay, this thing, Pirates of the Caribbean. That's up to you. It might fit. What do you reckon? Pirates of the Caribbean. He's going to lock that in. Let's have a look. It is. Pirates of the Caribbean from 2003. Our next one.
Sunday night action in the Sal's NBL. Tuatara getting some instructions from coach Aaron Young. They trail by 2 at the half. Good game. 2 teams headed towards the Sal's NBL final 6 this season. Who's going to join them? We're not quite sure just yet. Taylor Britt has been outstanding in the first half. His long-range shooting in particular, Casey.
Yeah, it's been taking what the defense has given him. See the little step back early. That was the first shot that he hit, and that didn't really get a little bit of confidence. And the defense for the Tuatara hasn't been bad on him, but they are sagging off. They're going under screens, and the second they've been, he's been aggressive in taking advantage of it. Hit that shot late in the shot clock as well, building confidence with the ball in hand as that get half went along.
Well, his opposite number, Jared Weeks, equally has been doing his job.
Yeah, he found that early 3, found another one after that, but other than that, all in transition. 6 for 8 from the field, and him pushing the pace in transition, creating those easy opportunities for his teammates is what has enabled the Tuatara to stay in this game despite the efficiency of the Rams. When the Tuatara probably playing the worst game offensively I've seen from them in some time. And not that they're playing bad, but the way the Rams are defending them has really had an effect on them.
Taylor, the tape, let's have a look at the TAB stats.
And what I'm really noticing that is 9 more shots by the Tuatara, but still at a 2-point deficit. That's because in that first half, the Rams had 9 turnovers. You look at the rebounds, pretty close. That's despite the Tuatara having 7 rebounds, 14 assists on 19 buckets. Love that ball movement, but the Rams also sharing the ball quite nicely. A very even matchup, as the score indicates.
Well, I've got a very interesting stat on Rob Lowe, and I'll tell you all about it on the other side of the break. Rams lead this one by 2. Don't go away. Welcome back. Tight one tonight in the Sal's NBL. Rams lead this one by 2. One of the big stories of the first half, 2 early fouls for Rob Lowe. He is an MVP favourite this season. Just the 4 points at the half. It's been a tough night. And interestingly, Casey, his lowest score of the season, 13 points in round 7 against the Canterbury Rams.
And that was a Canterbury Rams team that had just lost Ty Wyndham, who was still trying to learn how to play. Had a big game passing the basketball, though, and rebounding that one. So not a huge scoring game, but just, I believe, if I take a look at it, it was just shy of a triple-double in that one. But they certainly have a good game plan. Yeah, he finished 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists in that one. So a complete performance. Hasn't had that type of impact in this one. Nice job of the Rams attacking him and getting him in foul trouble. But speaking of that foul trouble, 3 players on the bench for the Rams with 2 fouls apiece. Corey Webster, Galen Smith, and Troy Baxter Jr. all in a little bit of foul trouble themselves.
So second half, not too far away here. Tuatara get this one tonight. They just about lock down number 1 seed, Corey Webster. Stretching out on the sidelines at the moment.
Everybody trying to stay warm. I think the Rams thought they might have let some of that cold weather down south, but it has followed them up there to Auckland. It is a bit chilly in the Medfinder Stadium today.
Well, maybe the smartest man tonight was Tevin Brown just before the start when he was drinking a nice hot cup of coffee, literally seconds before he stepped out to play.
Yeah, the coffee has taken a big point in players' preparation in years recently. I never went with it right before the game. I normally give myself an hour or so. Rob Lowe starting the second half with those 3 fouls. We heard Coach Judd Flavel say earlier, we're not going to go out of the offense to attack him, but if it comes in the flow of the game, we're happy to get it.
Max Darling giving us a nice stare down the barrel of the camera there to start the second half. They lead by a couple. Tuatara into attack for the first time. Tarangi using the body of Rob Lowe. The body of Rob Lowe picks it up and he's fouled.
Well, seeing that matchup again, he's able to get some activity on the offensive glass. Interesting, Tom Webley starting the second half. Only just over 5 minutes in that first half. 4 for 4 from the field, 8 points. Spent the rest of that half on the bench. We're interested to see if he's able to step back in and have that kind of impact he had early.
Had a hot start, didn't he? Max Darling, second personal foul for him. Here is Mr. Lowe.
So what do you think? Is he going to hit that 13-point high or low today, Justin? Yes or no?
He's going over for mine. He's a star. Rob Lowe moves to 5 points in the game tonight. He does have that 3 fouls beside his name, though. One to watch. Here's Taylor Britt.
Nice match in the post. Can we get it to Darling? Nice defense for Charlie Dalton.
Forced Tevin Brown backwards, didn't he? Here's Webley. Not 5 for 5 for him. Jared Weeks comes down with it, and he wants to go downhill very quickly. We've seen this a lot this season. Webley with the block.
Webley misses the shot, but gets right back, keeps his head up, makes a good play defensively.
Walter Brown, long time to look at the basket. Max Darling, that is big man stuff from Maxwell Darling.
And just his explosiveness when he's really determined to get that basketball is next level. It just explodes above everybody. And the physicality to fight through the contact on the finish as well.
8.6 rebounds for Darling tonight, including 3 offensive boards. Dalton, corner 3. Does it go down? Did everything but.
It touched a lot of the rim before not dropping. Decent look at it.
Speaking of downhill, Tarangi just getting a hand on it. Taylor Britt with the speed. He's opposite number. Jared Weeks short on the shot. Dalton, courageous stuff, keeps it alive.
At that hustle, that's twice he's just chased down an extra possession.
Rob Lowe, there you go.
And that's why you fight for extra possessions, because the defense is scrambled, you can't get set, and it might just get your star player involved in the game after a slow start.
Ties it up. Here's Walter Brown. Didn't want to take on Rob Lowe. In the end, Rob Lowe got a hand on it. Put it across the baseline. Interesting couple of minutes to start this third quarter. Oh, Rob Lowe with the steal. He's come out very busy, and there's Charlie Dalton to finish it off. Timeout from the Rams. Judd Flavel's seen enough. Excellent start to this second half by the home team.
Well, coming out in the second half, Tuatara really looking to push things in transition, a little bit more active in the passing lanes, but pushing that tempo, forcing the Rams to try and defend in transition, and in this first couple of minutes in the second half, not where they need to be.
Let's head down and have a listen in to Rams coach Judd Flavel.
Be ready for the press. Break it. I like that. I like that. Take them on. Take them on, right? Take them on the rebounds and everything there, okay? But we got to do the little things right, okay? We going right here. Let's go cheapy. No. Let's go two flip, right? G, you good? Yep. Cool. Let's go now. Hey, we talked about this. So, hey, if you see the zone press, right here.
Well, the Rams with a quick chat. One thing they wouldn't have been talking about is the Sal's Super Special, the large cheese pizza, $25. Pick up only. Online code is DUNK. That's available until next Wednesday. If they get the win tonight, though, Casey, they may well be talking about large cheese pizzas. Not yet, though.
Yeah, I mean, either way, win, lose, or draw, it's a good way to get some protein in you after the game. Always time for a pizza, Justin.
Oh, I know. I've spent enough time with you. Tuatara out by 2. Here's Tevin Brown getting up. Doesn't get the drop. I think in the end that's come off the outstretched hand of Galen Smith. Well, no Tom Beattie tonight, Casey. And that's because in a couple of days' time, he jumps on the big bird and he heads overseas to the University of Hawaii. He joins us on the sidelines right now. First of all, Tom, congratulations and good luck with the collegiate career. Must be exciting.
Yeah, no, thank you. Super exciting to get over there and just experience the college life.
Experience the college life is about what you're about to do, but it's because of the basketball. And this is the culmination of a lot of work. What was it about that program at the University of Hawaii that drew you to it, besides the weather?
Yeah, no, definitely just the culture. Just being like a Pacific island, close to, like, similar to New Zealand. It just had a lot of parallel. And yeah, the coaching staff was great. They've watched me play in person twice, so there's that. Made me more inclined to go there.
And without giving too much away, Tom, second half is underway here. What did Coach Aaron Young have to say at halftime to the troops?
Just got to stay locked in, keep playing our game, and then, yeah, the result will come our way.
Hey, we appreciate your time tonight, Tom, and good luck with the collegiate career. We wish you well in Hawaii.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Kind of wish I was going with him, to be honest.
Hawaii? I mean, it'd be okay.
Just okay.
Yeah, I prefer this cold weather, personally. Just really want to test myself.
You're not serious, are you? Tevin Brown with the pull-up. Nice finish.
Nice response. Tevin Brown coming out, using that athleticism. You know, when you see him on the court, he's just such an influential athlete. I'm always surprised that he doesn't have more of an influence on the game.
Big basket.
Drops the triple. Picking up. Oh my, that's gone!
Well, he just...
Wow. I love that challenge. I love the strategy by Rob Lowe. I don't know, strategy as Jared Weeks responds on the other end, but Rob Lowe with 3 fouls, challenging that at the rim. Max Darling just coming up short. Could have been the play of the season.
Getting up on Rob Lowe. He wasn't too far away.
That's close to a foul, too. Weeks on the other end. Nice attack. Jared Weeks, every time he's driving, he is finding the body defenders, bumping off of them, knocking them off their line, and using that momentum to get there as Max Darling and Rob Lowe have a little chat about the play before.
They're on a bit of a run now. Tuatara out by 6. All of a sudden, some questions being asked of the team in red. Can they respond tonight? 11-2 run now by the home team.
Tarangi picks up foul number 2. A little too involved in the screening action. And different lineup here for the Tuatara. Charlie Dalton's gone to the bench. Ruben Tarangi, de facto power forward right now. Possible advantage for the Rams on the offensive glass.
Here's Tevin Brown. Can he nail another one? See, it was in and out, bobbled about, didn't it?
Rob Lowe not a lot of influence in the first half to that foul trouble. He is really putting a stamp on this third quarter.
And here he is, big, long steps to the basket.
Third personal foul on Galen Smith as well. Big attack there.
He's come to work in this third, hasn't he, Rob Lowe?
Just gets that ball up. Well, actually, sorry, pardon me. Fourth personal foul on Galen Smith. As he had one just previously, so there's 3 blocks and 4 points goes to the bench. He's had a huge influence on the game defensively.
Lowe has 8 points, 8 rebounds tonight on the TAB stat sheet.
And the clock, unfortunately, is running right now. They're unable to get the stop.
Jared Weeks brings his team together. Coach in the making, of course, announced his retirement from the Australian NBL a few weeks ago. And then subsequently, a day or two later, he was announced as the assistant coach of the Tasmania Jack Jumpers. And I think for those who know Jared Weeks, most will tell you that he is definitely a future senior coach. There he is with his current coach, Aaron Young. He's got a high basketball IQ, hasn't he?
Most definitely. You can hear him, he talks like a coach even in the interviews. He really tried to talk like a coach when he tried to give me the one-word answer at halftime. But, you know, as much as he is a leader as a player, he's been a leader for these squads he's played with off the court as well. And, you know, when he's going to be talking to these players that he's coaching, they're going to bring a lot of respect with him, the way he's worked his way into the game, played above himself to carve out a career, which isn't easy coming as a developmental player to have as long a seat at the table as he has had.
Low moves to 9. Aaron Young often talks about the fact that he does have a coach on the floor and the importance of the role that Weeks plays out there. Another one for Rob Lowe. He is definitely starting to get that motor warmed up.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how many players on Aaron Young's team are actually older than he is. There's 3 or 4?
Yep. Definitely a few. Aaron Young, of course, also headed to the Aussie NBL with the Perth Wildcats as an assistant coach. Taylor Brick has already nailed 4.
Bravo really influencing the glass now. 9th rebound for those offensive.
14-4 run so far in this third quarter. Tarangi can add another 2, and he does.
Love his patience in the post and the underutilized spot of his game. His ability to really take advantage of his physical gifts when he's got that guard on him.
Just like that, the Rams are down by 10, make it 8.
That's a lovely step. Max Darling showing the deft footwork on top of the soft shooting touch, finishing with that left hand.
He has 10 tonight. Glidden. Back to Weeks. Little dummy, little shimmy, little shake. Rob Lowe in the corner, mark it down.
The rotation just a bit late from Corey Webster. Max Darling, the back line had to go to the rim. Nice vision from Jared Weeks to get that opportunity. And now it's just opened up so quickly for the Tuatara. They have the ability to score in bunches.
Seen them do this so many times this season. Tevin Brown can't get his eye in at the moment. They get it back. Baxter Jr. will let fly. That one was also halfway down.
Decent look, but the shot quality has certainly dropped here in the third quarter.
Everything rolling for the Tuatara. Glidden on the drive, screams for the foul, gets the whistle from the coin officials.
And this game has just turned on its head so quickly. These 5 minutes here in the second half. So we take a look at Weeks there, gets around Britt, forces the helping guard in the corner, and Rob Lowe lines it up. 13 points now, hitting his low score for the season. In just 5 minutes in the second half to drop a quick 10. And the count's already started here on the sideline.
Seen that a couple of times tonight from the officials.
Jared Weeks heads up play, tossing it off the back of Kingswood.
It is a Sunday night. Even the coin officials want to get home for their roast dinner. Another foul called on Troy Baxter Jr.
Tim Brown's on the schedule.
Absolutely.
Not mess with the schedule.
You don't want to be putting a roast in the microwave. Never tastes as good. Here's the foul.
Third personal on Troy Baxter Jr. 3 on Webster, 3 on Baxter Jr., 4 on Galen Smith.
Cam Glidden, 14 points and 6 rebounds a game this season. 3.3 triples per game at 45%. He's one of the best in the business from long range.
He's been streaky at times this year. He's had a couple of huge games where he's absolutely torn it up, but he's always able to find that medium pretty well.
He gets a couple from the TAB, and it's now a 21-6 run to the Tuatara in this third quarter. They have come out firing. Webster, can he get something going?
And Corey Webster is as close to a microwave as we have. His ability to turn it on quickly, something the Rams probably need right now.
Weeks for a triple. Oh, Jared Weeks.
Oh, it's playing. The confidence is high right now. I mean, Quinn Clinton doesn't get a hand up, doesn't make that ball handler uncomfortable, and right now, that's what the Tuatara look like. They're very comfortable. Rams got to get them out of that comfort zone.
Just when the Rams thought they might get something, Jared Weeks has given them a punch straight to the nose. That margin at 14. Pero Hunt, nice little hesitation.
Uses the ball screen so well, and you're exactly right. That hesi freezes the defense, opens up that ability to finish on the layup.
It's been a quarter belonging to the team in teal.
Just a one-way traffic as the Rams just have no answers offensively.
Webster, 8 in the game, makes it 11.
And we spoke about him heating up. 13 points the difference now. Can he get a bit more ball in hand these last 3 minutes of the quarter?
We need a bit more of that, don't they? Tarangi catches, drives quickly off the glass, too deep. Baxter Jr. Can they up the tempo here, the Rams? Baxter Jr. high elbow. There's a block called, though, by Tim Brown.
And a lot of body for Ruben Tarangi there, trying to stick with him in transition. Just a little bit out of position to take that charge. Even though Troy Baxter Jr. was certainly searching for that contact. Ruben Tarangi picks up his third personal now as foul trouble mounting on both ends.
It happened so quickly then, Casey, as that elbow came up. I thought it may have copped him just under the chin, but it was to the center of the chest. Timeout here, 2:38 to go in the third. Tuatara on the move since the halftime break. Let's go down and catch up with Coach Aaron Young.
Regardless if we're in greens, we've got to be higher. You know that, Joe. You can't get that kind of airspace, especially if they're trying to fight their way back. Those are the kind of shots they're going to take. Offensively, I want some motion right here. Just give me a punch rub. Chance, you come and set the first one. Get out of it. Joe, you clear out. Go that side. Get it out. That next side, go guard to guard. Play through you, Joe. Be patient. Handle that pressure. Get it through, get it through. Hey, great job of calling that tech. Look for a swing down at some point, so be ready for it.
Well, it's a viewer's delight on Sky Sport. FIFA Women's World Cup is on the way. Starts July 20 live on Sky Sport. Grab your tickets, get out there and support the best in the world. Can't wait for that to start, but it doesn't stop there. The Netball World Cup from Cape Town, that's not too far away either. And the World Cups just keep on flowing, Casey. The Rugby World Cup, France 2023, that begins on September 8, and I reckon we've got one more for you.
Cups on cups on cups.
We have the ICC Cricket World Cup that begins on October 5. Everything, of course, is live right there for your viewing pleasure on Sky Sport. You've got to love a World Cup.
Nothing better than to play for your country at a World Cup. Playing to be that world champion. It's an honor, it's a privilege, and it is something you gotta catch if you have the chance.
Those that don't know, saw an interview with your good self earlier today. Brendan Egan had a chat with you. 120 games for New Zealand, Casey Frank.
120 enjoyable ones. If I had anything left in the body, I would have gone for 121.
I've got no doubt about that. True competitor, if I do say so myself. Back underway.
Good speed offensively from the Tuatara, really stretching the defense and moving the geometry of the court.
Weeks, clever, no whistle though. Play allowed to go on. Quinn Clinton bound quickly with a chance. Baxter Jr. nails it.
That was a no-no yes for me. I was like, one more pass had the man open in the corner, but nothing but net. Drops it back to 8, and a little transition offense opening the door. back for the Rams.
Here's Glidden quickly on the turn.
A couple of quick shots here for the Tuatara. Want to go back to working that defense of the Rams.
Maybe a little bit of a purple patch here. Corey Webster adds another couple, doesn't he?
Just so smooth. That man is a walking bucket all the way up to 13 with a quickness 6 for 8 and starting to influence this one.
Just like that out of the timeout, that margin is slashed to 6.
Well, look at how much more active the Rams are defensively. They have really picked up the intensity.
Judd Flavel has given them a rev up. Weeks. How's that going to be called?
Who's that foul on? Wembley up top was pretty clean, but the foul is on Baxter Jr., and he picks up his 4th personal foul, which is going to have some effect on the Rams as he's just starting to find some form. I wonder if the feet were on the charge cert line, because
I think he was just outside.
That's a close one. That is a very close one. I probably would have let that one slide.
Jared Weeks steps up to the TAB. 21 in the game tonight, kicks it over to 22.
He's showing great command of the game, getting his teammates involved. He's got 3 assists. He's on the glass, 5 rebounds, 8 for 13 for those 22 points, pardon me. But it's the intelligence of knowing when to drive, when to get right to that cup, when to find his teammates. Like that drive there is such an important moment for the Tuatara. They absolutely had to have a bucket, and he's able to find it.
Takes the seat, also 5 rebounds, 3 assists tonight for Jared Weeks.
Back in the hands of Seaweb. What's he got for us?
Well, he's in an attacking frame of mind, isn't he? That one is well short. Tarangi.
Well, good challenge. Cam Glidden from the weak side made him uncomfortable there. Didn't let him find that zone.
Decision making there. Just stumbled on that spin in the end.
Nice rebound by Webley, but a better job of not going to the outlet to Webster. Saves the turnover to Glidden.
Inside the last minute of this third, 13 points tonight for Corey Webster. Walter Brown inside Webley. Rob Lowe, hand in the lane, very good. Get the steal. Pero Hunt, some sloppy passing, but it comes off.
Comwood has to do a better job sealing. Got to get wide with that base with Rob Lowe on his back.
Tony from deep. Margin at 8, the Rams would love some points late here. Corey Webster uses the body of Webley once, twice. Glidden right there to contest that shot, did well, just got a hand on it.
Gets the fingertip, just 8 seconds left. They got to create some. Walter Brown.
Well, Lawson had it and lost it, so too low, and Max Darling makes them pay. So they do get that basket on the buzzer, and with that, maybe a glimmer of hope for the Rams. It's been a quarter dominated by the Tuatara. They head in to 3/4 time, up by 6. Another close one in the Cells NBL. Hey, they all are. 1 to go. We'll be back after the break.
Grab your tickets at www.tuatarabasketbol.com.
Quarter to play here tonight at Event Finder Stadium on the North Shore. The Rams led by 2 at the half. The Tuatara lead by 6 at three-quarter time. We spoke about Rob Lowe at halftime and the work he needed to do. Well, he added 9 points in that third quarter without a miss. Aaron Young, coach of the Tuatara. Let's head down and have a chat to him now. And Aaron, that third quarter, you must have been pleased with what you saw from your team. Came out firing after halftime.
Yeah, I mean, hell of a start, but just didn't close it the way we wanted to. We've addressed it. We need to come out with that same intensity right here and go on a little run.
Well, when you're looking at the way the Rams are finding success in that third quarter, what are you most concerned about stopping here in the fourth?
Oh, I think it's just our lapses in terms of taking the ball over. You know, Corey's going to get his. He's going to be finding the spots, but I love the way that we're contesting. We just got to just find our moments here and finish plays.
Appreciate your time, Aaron, as always. Great of our coaches to chat with us here in the Sal's NBL. Rob Lowe. He's fouled. He'll head to the TAB.
Little touch foul there, but gets him back to the free throw line where he's 3 of 4 up to this point in the game. 13 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, another stat stuffer.
Well, we asked a bit more of him, didn't we, at halftime? He certainly came out in that third quarter and did the business. Here he is at the TAB. Don't forget, join the TAB, deposit $10 and get a free $50 bonus bet. Sal's NBL official stats partner, the TAB. T's and C's apply, R18, and bet responsibly.
Well, 7 points the difference here, but the Rams have, latter half of that third, found a couple of ways to execute, and especially in the hands of this man, Corey Webster, being much more aggressive.
There he launches again for a triple. Chalk up another rebound for this man, Rob Lowe. It's his 11th. And a good contest up against Maxwell Darling tonight. He's on the switch here. Walter Brown has to play some defense. Lowe undecided, finds Weeks for 3. And that is classic Auckland Tuatara basketball this season.
Just cannot leave him right now. Quinlan turns his head just a bit. You have to be aware of Jared Weeks is. That's his 5th triple of the ball game, 26 points in total.
Brown looks to respond. Such a fun player to watch, Jared Weeks. The amount of people I come across.
You see there, Quinlan turned his head on the shooter. Rob Lowe was well controlled. Quinlan in no man's land, not affecting Rob Lowe on the pass and not in that passing lane or in the no-fly zone of Jared Weeks to affect the shot.
The amount of people I come across, Casey, each week who talk about this man, Jared Weeks, and how much they enjoy watching him play. Just his competitiveness. Tarangi with the miss. He may have dribbled it off his own leg down in the end. Or will he get it back?
Yeah, it stays here. According to Tim Brown on the baseline.
He is one of the biggest favourites of the fans in the Sal's NBL, Jared Weeks. He's had a huge season. Good hand, Max Darling.
And Max Darling defending well there. The perimeter base player coming at him. Ruben Tarangi gets away with the elbow. Max Darling gets away with the swipe.
Here is Weeks. Maybe some contact there. He thought there was. Rob Lowe.
Active on the glass. The offensive rebound starting to pile up for the Tuatara. 38-30 on the rebound count. 11 of those on the offensive end.
Aaron Young said they needed to start aggressive here in the fourth. They've done that. Darling with a big skip to the basket. That'll fall for 2.
Max Darling has started to get a bit more aggressive himself, putting the ball in the cup, on the floor, at times attacking Rob Lowe.
Tarangi back to Lowe. Has Webster and Darling to contend with. Forces his way through to Cam Glidden.
Taylor Britt not in that passing lane, opening up an angle for Rob Lowe to find him on the perimeter, who picks up assist number 5 as Cam Glidden picks up his 14th point of the ballgame.
12 triples tonight for the Tuatara. Here's Darling. And that pass going to be hard for Corey Webster to keep that one alive.
Max Darling hobbling as well. He's stretching out the foot. Looks like he might have a cramp in there. And that is not what Max Darling needs now.
Timeout called here. The Rams need to have a chat. The Tuatara have come out firing in this fourth quarter. And they've taken that lead back out to 13. The team in red, can they respond?
Make sure we get those balls out. Make sure
Let's head down and have a listen in to Coach Judd Flavel.
We've got to have pace. Everybody good with Kings? Good with Kings? All right, okay. So we're going to play out of Kings and thumbs too, okay? Thumbs too. I want to get you off this, okay? Keep being aggressive, being assertive, okay? Once we secure the ball, let's go. Play off 2 feet when you get to the paint. Play off 2 feet, play on balance. Defensively right here, be rock solid, okay? Hey, if you foul out, you foul out, but it's not going to be because of your hands, it's because, like the last one, through your chest. That's great. Through your chest, okay? Through your chest, okay? All right, here we go. Hey. 1, 2, 3.
A 9-2 run to start this last quarter for the Tuatara. Sal's Hoop Heads every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Make sure you join us for that. Around the desk, always a little bit of fun.
Oh, a little bit. I think more fun for you.
Like keeping you two in line. And of course, the highlight show. We have a look at the best bits of every game every Tuesday night. Well, right now, Casey Frank, the Canterbury Rams, what do they need to do?
Well, they need to get desperate. They have to start playing with a little bit of reckless abandon, pick up that pace on both ends, and really put the Tuatara in some discomforting positions.
That's not what they needed out of the timeout. Rob Lowe adds another 2. He moves to 18, 14 points in this second half.
Good decision from Charlie Dalton there on the pass fake, or on the shot fake, and then dropping it into Rob Lowe. Nice high-low action executed.
Taylor Britt launches another triple. That's his 5th of the night.
And it would be a great time for them to find a little bit of heat from outside. They've slowed down here in the second half. 10 for 21 now, still shooting at 48%, but that is a drop from where they were.
Got to get a stop here. Baxter Jr. and Smith both on 4 fouls. Here's Smith on Low, just gave him some space there. Margin at 12, can they get it back down to single digits off the hand of Baxter Jr.? They can't.
I would like to see a little bit more offense. Make that defense bend. You can always get a pull-up 3 with the hand in the face.
And the Tuatara, good with their hands, they move the ball. Dalton, just stepped, yep.
And they're playing Charlie Dalton like a passer. They're playing off him a little bit in the passing lanes, and getting back in those lanes on the weak side when he's looking to make those unselfish decisions. At times, the unselfish play is to take that shot.
7 points, 5 rebounds in the game for the teenager. Charlie Dalton tonight. Taylor Britt, a 6th triple. No.
That looked good. That would have been a big shot there to try and get them back in this game. At the moment, though, the Tuatara starting to play with a little less pace and work that clock.
Time is their friend right now. Baxter Jr. sags way off Dalton, who now comes through. And he's fouled. It's one of those sneaky Charlie Dalton cuts.
It's Baxter Jr.
Yep.
Oh, they called it on Taylor Britt. He put his hand up quickly and took the foul away from Baxter Jr., who would have fouled out on this one. There's the Wrexham there. Pretty clean from Baxter Jr.
Yeah, it was in the end. Yep, Taylor Britt got the first contact, didn't he? So the call 100% correct. And you spoke with Charlie Dalton before the game. You talked about these sneaky cuts.
The ability to play without the basketball is so key if you're not going to be a guy who gets the ball in hand all the time. And it's not just making a cut for no reason. It's understanding time, place, seeing when that defender has turned his head, seeing when your offensive player is starting to pay attention to you. And he plays with a skill set in that area that's well beyond his years.
He'll head to school tomorrow with a cut under the eye, a war story for his fellow students.
Sure, not the first, won't be the last.
Jared Weeks. Have a look at that. What a strip that was. And here they go. Dalton inside is fouled. He'll head back to the TAB, but the build up to that tells you everything you need to know as to why this team is top of the Sal's NBL.
Well, Jared Weeks, just a really nice ball pressure all over Taylor Britt, who relaxed just a bit, the quick hands, but then the excellent passing on this end. Everybody looking for somebody else. Nobody really looking for the rim, but just understanding time, place, space that's involved, and Charlie Dalton, the recipient in the end.
First one is in and out. We might get a close-up of his left eye here so you can see the damage that we were talking about just moments ago. There he is, patched up.
Oh, that's barely a scratch, man. You sure we need a tape for that?
Gets the second, they've got it back. Great hand. Pero Hunt will finish it off.
Jared Weeks, a much easier steal than previously collected. And now a 17-point lead. The Tuatara will be milking that clock the rest of the way.
Starting to get a bit ugly, isn't it? This was badly needed.
It's just the class of the Tuatara. You know, under pressure in the first half, they have stuck to the game plan. Rob Lowe has come back in the second half out of foul trouble. Now he's up to 20 points, 7 for 11, 12 rebounds as well, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Doing it all.
Just another day at the office for Rob Lowe and the Tuatara. Down by 2 at the half.
Rams
They're now out by 19.
Rams chucking now. The offense has completely abandoned them in this last 7-8 minutes. They've stopped letting the ball do the work, and now they're just trying to find shots wherever they can.
Glidden with the miss. There's a timeout coming for the Rams. Glidden with the foul.
That's going to be a timeout to the Rams, because I think Coach Judd Flavel has seen exactly what I'm talking about. Where is the plan? You got to go out there with a plan, otherwise you're just a man. Got to get something done.
Well, this might be a stand-up timeout too, because I'm looking at the frustration on his face.
Oh, he's got the chair out. He's got the chair out. He's not standing up just yet.
Oh, well, maybe some calm words coming from Coach Judd Flavel will tempt our fate, and we'll head down to the Rams timeout and see
listen,
what
Corey,
he has to say.
Tevin, Corey, whenever Taylor has the basketball, right, you guys come up. Let's go straight into fist 2, okay? Fist 2. Let's get those kicker heads.
Taylor has it.
And Taylor has it, yeah. Sorry, listen. Taylor has the basketball. Come up. Ghost that screen. Throwback, okay? Troy, you're running through and ghosting that screen. Max, at the end of this, Corey and you are going to play a ghost game here, okay? That's going to be you making that cut. So you're pick and popping right here. You're downhill. Throwbacks. This will generate some pace, but I want to get to the basket as well. Take the wide open 3. Don't take contested 3s. Drive it. All right, we need to get to the free throw line, okay?
Well, down by 19, Casey, and all X's and O's.
Well, that's what it's about. You know, I appreciate that from Judd. You're up 20, you're down 20. It's the same thing. You're trying to work on the same things. You know, if there's a reason to get mad and scream and yell, you can do that. But that kind of stuff quite often runs out pretty quickly. It's about doing the work, doing things the right way, and building habits, because regardless of whether they win or lose this game, the season's not over today. They have a bigger goal than this, and maybe they didn't reach with that level today, but they can help reach it tomorrow.
Tuatara searching for their 10th straight win. Baxter Jr. is just told not to take contested 3s. Exactly what he did.
Maybe when you jump that high, you can't tell it's contested.
I thought the message was pretty clear, personally. Weeks 26 in the game. Can he add another 2? Yes, he can.
Rob Lowe laying the wood on that screen as well. Jared Weeks, 28 points now.
MVP performance tonight. Max Darling receives. And again, they continue to try and find something from long range. Lowe, can he add 3? Why not?
Raining triples. In the first half, Canterbury was well and truly above the Tuatara in terms of 3-point shooting. Well, the Tuatara now 13 for 36, and 3 more than the Rams in this game.
23-5 last quarter by the Tuatara. And it may well continue here as they come down with it again. It has been an onslaught down the stretch.
Just a second half clinic from the Tuatara.
Pero Hunt is fouled, and he will have the luxury of camping at the TAB stripe.
Both benches are going to be reasonably cleared. 3 subs in for the Tuatara, 2 in for the Rams, as we might be able to close the door on this freezer.
Well, there'll be coaches and players up and down the country, Casey, in the Sal's NBL watching on tonight on Sky Sport and Prime. And this team right here in teal, they're on top of the ladder for a reason. They are the team to beat this season. The final 6 just a couple of weeks away, but from what we've seen tonight, especially in this second half, the signs are there for what lies ahead for this team.
Well, no question. You know, looking at their 10th straight win, and I mean, pretty patently, obviously playing better basketball than anybody else, and under control, doing what they do well. They do a lot of things well. I think that's the problem for the opposition right now. They've got that strength and depth on the interior and the perimeter, shooting all over the court, playing with an unselfishness when they have the ball on the offensive end, and playing with that same level of belief in one another on the defensive end at the same time.
Pero Hunt lets them off for a couple there. Kai Isaac, haven't seen too much of him tonight. Hits a triple for the Rams, all a little bit too late.
It's the kind of shooting ability Kai Isaac has. Got a quick trigger, and with good reason. Parts of this season, he was up at 50% from beyond the three-point arc. That's come back to earth slightly, but still a quality shooter.
He's sitting at 46% at the moment. Ruben Fitzgerald getting some burn late. Nick Barrow just caught one across the chops. We'll get it back though.
Yeah, where does he fit? Playing possum there?
He's one of the toughest players in the league as well. He's been called for setting up the tent inside the key on that occasion. Just reminds the ref that he just caught one across the cheeks.
Yeah, that deserves another couple of seconds in the key if you get hit in the face.
Baxter Jr. thought he lost control there. There is a whistle.
Well, Baxter Jr. has been on a mission to get up shots these last few minutes. Now 1 for 7 from the field. 9 points on the day. Had a big 3 at one point that made it look like the Rams might be able to make another flurry towards the lead, but since then, hasn't happened.
Isaac, a long time to have a look. Well, while it's petered out on the court over the last 10 minutes or so, it certainly hasn't in the crowd. These fans having a wonderful time tonight, as you would expect, with their team leading this one convincingly. Charlie Dalton on the step back to the hoop, and that's why this young man is so highly thought of.
Well, 12 points now, 7 rebounds, he's got an assist, he's got a steal, doing a little bit of everything, and a hustle on every play all over the court.
Kevin Brown, Darling for 3, that one falls.
Max Darling put together a nice game. Unfortunately, not the result he was looking for, but a complete offensive game, inside, outside. I liked his physicality. I really liked his defense on Rob Lowe in the first half.
52 seconds to play tonight. The Rams on the road next week. They take on the Sharks and the Jets. A Thursday, Sunday double on the road. Tuatara also taking a flight. They head to the Bay to take on the Hawks next Sunday afternoon. The Hawks, of course, need to keep winning to keep their final 6 chances alive. Fitzgerald, can he get some late points? He joins the party as well.
It's all happening for the Tuatara late. It was quite the game at halftime. Jumping out to a 23-point lead. Not indicative of the effort put in that first half, but a fair representation of how this second half is going.
Well, they've won the second half by 25, so it has been commanding. Seconds dying down. shot clock ticking down as well. Charlie Dalton, right, then left on the drive, nowhere to go. He's called for the travel in the end.
And that's when we need to find a jump shot at some point. Trying to go straight at the 6'10" Webley is going to be a difficult task.
Rams may call a night here. Huge second half by the Tuatara. That shot won't count. Look good, but it won't count. And the fans are happy. 10 wins in a row for the Auckland Tuatara, top of the ladder. And they definitely look like it now as the #1 seed for the NZNBL Final 6. They've taken the Rams down by 23 tonight. Simply awesome after the half. Rob Lowe, 4 points at the long break. He ends with 23. Jared Weeks, 28 points. He was involved in so much tonight. Glidden with 14, Charlie Dalton with 12. Joe Lawson, a nice little cameo off the bench, 12 points also. For the Rams, Max Darling led the scoring with 17. Taylor Britt had 15. Let's head down to the sidelines. Happy times with the Tuatara. Here's Casey Frank.
Well, Rob, a difficult first half, bounce back in the second. In that first half, what did you see outside of foul trouble that was keeping you from really influencing the game?
Oh, you know, they were great defensively that first half. But honestly, anyone on our team can step up, and I'm happy that, you know, I got foul. I had foul trouble, but Joe stepped up big time in that first half, and proud of him.
And you guys just exuded such calmness in that second half, down 2 at halftime, but came out and really turned it on in that third quarter. What was the game plan coming out? What were you guys trying to accomplish, and did you execute it?
Yeah, I think we really executed it. We had some shots that we were living with. You know, they made quite a few of those in that first half and early in the third, but you know, we stuck with our game plan, and it worked out great.
A lot of contributors today. You can pick out any, but how about Joe Lawson coming out as that backup big? He's giving you guys a little bit of depth. What does it mean to this squad to have that extra bit of depth just in case a guy like yourself gets in foul trouble?
Oh, Joe's awesome, man. He's a great team player. You know, he's come in, you know, put his body on the line, and, you know, he's doing great the last couple games. He's just building his confidence, and, you know, going into the finals, we'll need him.
I appreciate the time. I'll let you get to the form up because your teammates are giving me dirty looks. As I got Max Darling come in here in a difficult game. You guys came out with a great game plan. What were you guys able to execute in that first half that you weren't able to execute in that second?
I think it was the boxing out that really got us. When we get the rebound and run, we're one of the best teams in the league. They slowed us down, got a couple of O-boards, and that ruined our transition flow.
And then when you're dealing with a team like the Tuatara, how difficult was you guys to keep those weapons down? In that first half, you did a great job of keeping them down across the world, but in that second half, it just looked like the multiple options guys caused you trouble.
Yeah, we kind of lost track of the scout a little bit. We took our foot off in the third quarter. We've been doing that during the season, and it's something we need to work on. But yeah, if we can close out games leading on, we'll be good.
And despite the loss, you guys have locked in finals position now. You guys can't get knocked out, but going towards this end of the season, what are you guys focusing on as you move towards the Final Six?
We're just trying to get better every game, win, lose, or draw. It's communication that's going to be big for us moving on. We know we got the talent and we got a good coach, everything, so we just got to get the little things clicking and then we'll be good.
Appreciate it, Tom. Good luck moving forward.
Well, they're in it for a long way tonight, the Rams. Their first half, they've got to take something away from that. Here's the TAB stats on the night. And it was all about the second half for the Tuatara. They had 5 more shots on the game. The Rams actually equaled it up a little bit from the 3. 23 trips to the TAB stripe tonight for the Aucklanders. They win the rebounds by 15. Look at the assist numbers. The way they move the ball just shows you the class of this team with 27 assists tonight. And they picked up some big steals in that second half. They do win the TAB stats tonight, as you would expect. Here's the results so far. Well, not so far. We're done for round 13. The Tuatara with a couple of wins. The Bulls have split a pair. The Giants, how important was that over the Jets case?
Oh, that could be the game that might clinch them. That was what I was looking at. Those two teams looked like the favorites after Taranaki lost to get that 6th win, and the Giants at home getting it done.
Nuggets earlier tonight took down the Bulls by 14. They move to second on the ladder, and the Tuatara impressive with the big win over the Rams. The biggest loss of the year for the Rams, by the way, and there is the Sal's NBL live ladder.
Well, dominance from the Tuatara once again, 10 straight victories. The Rams, though, have put themselves in position in that top 4. Need to figure some things out. It's all about consistency for them, as it is for majority of these teams coming down the stretch. You want to find that even flow. You want those consistent performances game in, game out as you're moving towards the championship.
Well, let's look ahead to the penultimate round, round 14. Sharks and Rams Thursday night. Giants and Nuggets, massive game Friday night. The double on Saturday, Saints and Jets, they both need to win. Bulls and Airs, the Airs still hanging in there. And then, of course, next Sunday, Hawks and the Tuatara. Can the Hawks win another one at home? Jets, if they can get 2 next week, look out.
Well, a lot of games yet to play and still a couple of spots up for grabs. 4 down, 2 to go. Who will the final 2 be to make that final 6?
Corey Webster stretching out. Rob Lowe, all smiles. His second half was fantastic. Tonight, though, it is the Tuatara. 10 straight wins, 104-81. They take down the Rams. Hope you enjoyed it.